Meet James Norris, co-founder of Goodness Me, Made with Good. James is a passionate advocate for wholesome, community-focused food. Growing up in New Zealand, James was immersed in a family legacy of quality food. His grandfather owned a local bakery, and his father ran a butchery just 2 doors down. This early exposure to good, honest food inspired James to co-found Goodness Me, a company dedicated to creating nutritious snacks that not only taste great, but also do good for people and the planet. Under James's leadership, Goodness Me has become a beloved brand in New Zealand, known for its commitment to reducing plastic, community support, and delivering snacks made with good intentions. The company actively participates in initiatives like the Pork Pie Charity Run, raising funds for Kids Can, the Great Ocean Running Festival in Melbourne, and supports local schools and sports teams with equipment and snacks. Today, James continues to lead Goodness Me with a focus on innovation, quality, and making a positive impact, ensuring that every product reflects the values of good taste, good intentions, and doing good in the community. James, welcome to my show.
Thanks, Sue. Good to be here. Good
Great.
to see you again.
Yes. So, James, we've known each other for quite a few years. Mm-hmm. We work together in professional development,
Yep.
and I probably know more about you than you know about me. But
Absolutely.
something that I have always loved about our conversations and the work that we've done together is about who you are in terms of what you put in not only to your personal life, but into your professional life, into your company, Goodness Me New Zealand.
Thank you.
And as people will have heard in the intro, Goodness Me is a purpose-led food brand that's redefining what it means to do good business for people and communities. Mm-hmm. And I love that. And I think many people will know your products, adults and children. We've got a few selections here. Yep. But you've also got a great story behind this and why you do what you do. Mm-hmm. And behind that is what I always call the essence within you. Mm-hmm. And so I want us to have a good chat about that essence within you and how that flows into business, because I think for many businesses, they miss the opportunity, or they actually don't even have that essence within them, and they're just a business about making money.
Yep.
And so I think your story is going to be really interesting. And of course, for people who know the product, here, New Zealand, Australia, where else?
About to enter another market.
Very
shortly.
Yep.
Yes,
So
it's exciting.
Yes. So product all over the place, people know it. So tell me, you were brought up in a place called Palmerston North. For those in Kiwis, they know where that is in New Zealand. You were from a family of bakers and butchers, and that formed a kind of foundation for what you're doing now, because obviously there was some sort of food interest way back then.
Yep.
Can you tell me about that and how that has had an impact on the food company that you're involved in now?
Yeah, absolutely. So, my grandfather was a baker, very keen baker. He had a commercial bakery in Palmerston North. And so he did that for many years. And then my father actually started a deli. He was a butcher prior to that. But he had a deli only 2 doors down on the square in Palmerston North. So as kids, we spent a lot of time in the shops and retail.
I can imagine.
And we all know how relentless retail is. And it's we all pitched in and helped. And Mum, later on, actually, she got into cafe business as well, and that's probably where I spent most of my time, washing lots of dishes.
Yep.
And in the holidays, I spent a lot of time in there. Working away, which I probably owe my mother a lot for good work ethic.
I can imagine in that kind of business, yeah.
So it's and I love retail. It's fast moving. It's connecting with people and customers and
So your grandfather was the baker,
Yep.
like normal bakery, bakes everything?
Yep. Absolutely.
On premise, so he was up at 3, 4 in the morning.
Correct.
Such a hard way to earn a living, hey?
Yep.
I'm curious that your dad turned into butcher and probably didn't want to do the early hours of a bakery. What did you learn from both those male role models in your life at an early age?
Yeah, it was my grandfather had quite an early influence in my life because I lost my father young. And he, I remember very clearly, he always says, work for yourself. Don't work for anyone else.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And he was, he just was very product focused as well. He was pretty proud of delivering the best product in the town.
Yeah.
And he had lots of tricks up his sleeve on making the best flavoured pies and all that sort of thing. So,
was he a good businessman, as in, you know, you can be a really good baker, but you're not so good at the business side, but was he good at both?
Absolutely.
Yep.
And it was spanned over many years, that bakery. And even you hear stories about him delivering, you know, early hours in the morning to all the shops and in his old van. And it's probably work ethic was very strong, and the fact that you can do anything you want if you do it yourself. So
and actually they were both probably early pioneers of actually going out and doing your own thing. And not many people get that opportunity to have parents who have been in their own businesses. They've always been, you know, employees. So you see it from a different perspective. And often when you're an employee, you go, I just want to get out and run my own business. But you had that as role modelling right from the beginning.
Absolutely.
And your mum obviously did too, because she went out and opened up something as well. So quite an entrepreneurial gene in the family, maybe.
Managed to continue it, which is good.
Is your mother still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep. So she must be pretty proud that you were out doing your own thing in another business.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I presume she's retired now.
Yeah. Enjoying life, which is good.
Good on her. Do you think there was something that you recognised too by being in a small provincial town, having family businesses where you saw the importance of community?
Absolutely. And
in what way did you see that?
Yeah, so it's probably less so back then, but I found that if you give back to the community, it helps everyone.
Yes.
And everyone gets involved. And it's not necessarily about giving money to the community, it's being involved in events and activities, and I find anyone can give money, but it's having fun. You know, like we did the Great Ocean Run Festival only a few weeks ago, and just south of Melbourne, and it was just being amongst all people and in that small community of runners.
Yes.
And talking to them and hearing their experiences and being able to support the kids' run. As a brand was pretty cool. So we were the first sponsor of that run. It's been going for many years, but
really, and you were the first.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was, and it's good because you get to talk to all your customers and consumers and learn.
Yeah, well, that's true. You hear it right from the coalface, don't you? Of we love your product, or could we have this, or could you create something different?
Absolutely, and have fun with them at the same time.
Yeah, so. And I think community, there's such a big element in that about connection. And connection is something that I see in the work that I do that's missing. And, you know, we see now that 1 in 3 people say they're lonely, which is just so sad. But community events enable everybody, whether they're a spectator or involved in doing it, to be part of something and connect with other people. So I love that you've actually got that as a cause behind your product, behind the company. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. Do you think there was a particular moment, thinking about goodness me, was there a particular moment when you first realised I want to create something good and put all these different sort of pillars around it about what it actually meant? Or did it just kind of happen, fall in your lap, opportunity, or did you create it?
Yeah, so there's probably two sides to that. There's the product side, where in our category it was very dominated by multinationals and...
what category do you call it?
It's a fruit snack category. Within
okay.
lunchboxes, lunchbox smoothie bar category.
Yep.
And the product quality we thought wasn't as good as it could be, and it didn't have the health attributes that probably should be going into the lunchbox. It was more of a confectionery style product. So that was the first opportunity we saw where we can add some good health benefits. And then there was the whole packaging thing where people were talking about reducing plastic, etc. So that's when we went on a journey of finding a reduced plastic option. And that took the brand to the next level because consumers resonated really well. On the community and charity side of things, it just evolved.
Yeah.
The first evolution with that was I'm into my cars, and I wanted to...
You're a car fanatic?
Car fanatic.
What kind of car fanatic?
Oh, all sorts of cars. Mainly older cars.
Yeah.
But I identified the pork pie charity run one year. A friend of mine.
That's right, pork pie charity run. Yeah.
And we, so I think it was at the end of COVID. I didn't even see the car. I brought this mini little station wagon, 1973, and that was probably the first stage of involving community in the brand. So we got it all decked out and did the run, and again it was about being a part of a community. We were visiting schools on
so
the
the
way.
pork pie, for those people that don't know, can you just explain what it is? Because it's been around for a long time, hasn't it? Yeah.
So originally it was based off the movie
Goodbye Pork Pie.
Goodbye Pork Pie.
Yep.
And basically it was a group of people that wanted to replicate the journey of the movie, and so travel from basically Pie here down to Invercargill, and there's a group of 50 minis every 2 years.
Just minis?
Just minis.
I love it. I didn't realise that, actually. I didn't realise it was just minis. I thought it was all sorts of...
So new and old minis, but mostly old. And so we travel the full week down to Invercargill.
As a convoy.
Yeah. Yep. Prior to that, we did a lot of fundraising. The current charity partners, Kids Can. And they do excellent work with communities in need. So
they're about kids and cancer and supporting their families?
Not cancer, but more giving them clothing, shoes, food for school.
Right.
So they do a fantastic job, and the other great thing about that was that it was a connection to our consumer because we're a kids brand.
Yes,
mainly.
Yes.
So it all kind of worked.
Yeah.
We've done that 3 times now, that charity run. And as a group, the last one we did only 2 months ago raised $460,000.
$460,000.
So it was an amazing effort.
Wow, that's huge.
The whole group, yeah. So
that's phenomenal. That must be the greatest fundraising aspect for Kids Can, is it?
Yeah,
their major event.
Yeah. So,
amazing. From 50 minis travelling car. Incredible. And I love
Good
that
fun.
idea. Yeah.
Good fun. So yeah, and then when we started, we did that, and we thought we should. How do we get involved in more kids events? So we started sponsoring kids sports teams, half-time, full-time snacks as well, and
Nice, like it.
and this kind of started with getting kids outside and encouraging kids to get off devices and having fun. And sometimes it's very hard to get them off devices,
Yes.
as we all know.
Yes, yes.
I have the same problem.
How old are your children?
13, 11 and 8.
Right, yeah.
Yep.
Great time for
Yep.
devices. Yes.
Very busy times, but good fun. And so we embarked on a bit of a plan to encourage kids to get outside and by supporting sports teams. And yeah, it was received really well by a lot of people. And then, we're also doing mountain biking academy sponsorships and all that sort of thing.
So about the outdoors.
Yeah.
So outdoors and then kids can, and those are your two major aspects,
Yep.
which is actually huge for a, you're not a global company, but
No.
it's amazing, isn't it, that you can still be a company in a smaller product range, but you can still have a good aspect of giving back to community,
Yeah.
no matter what size you are.
Have an impact. And we've probably, a lot of big brands use mass media, but would rather channel those funds into giving back.
Yeah.
So
And let's face it, with your product, kids are a great voice, aren't they?
Yeah.
To be able to say to their parents, I really like this. Can you buy it for me?
yeah.
Tell me, just going back to the plastics and
Yep.
reducing plastics, what is this product that it's wrapped in? The
So yeah, it's a combination. We have to have a small, obviously, barrier because it's a fruit product.
Yes.
It's very susceptible to moisture.
Yep.
So we tried very hard to not have plastic in it, but we put in there's 35% plastic, 65% craft paper. So,
Craft paper.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
It's very nice. It feels really nice too.
thank you, thank you, and we can reduce as much as we can by
Yeah.
doing that. So, and we're pretty proud that we're the only ones still after 3 or 4 years now.
Really?
To be able to do that, Mars launched a similar packaging 2 years ago, but there's been no others so far.
Amazing. Well, good on you for being
Thank
the
you.
leader in that space, because we all need that. Actually, just on a side note, I was in Japan last year and talking about plastics, and that was such a shock how much plastic's used up there, and it makes. Or it certainly made me realise how lucky we are in New Zealand with the way that it's been pushed of getting rid of plastics. And so I'm all for brands who are actually pulling that in as well, because when you go to a country where you see how much plastic is used,
Yep.
and even though it might be recyclable, it's also just such a shock to the eyes
Yeah.
and your sense of good for the planet,
Absolutely.
I guess.
And I see my recycling bin every week, and the amount of plastic in there is crazy. So,
Yeah. So, even doing your bit must feel good that it's another element of the essence of the brand of where you're creating change.
yeah, and we're just trying to improve everyone. I encourage all brands to try and get on this path as well. So,
Think differently. Think differently. Tell me, you obviously go out into the communities, as you said, so you're meeting a lot of your customers. What is something that, or a feedback or a story that a customer has said to you that's made you go, yeah, this is why I do what I do?
yeah.
Has there been
Yeah.
any good stories or comments or?
So the first one is probably, so we have 3 values in our brand. That's taste good, be good, and do good.
Taste good, be good,
and do good.
and do good.
Yep.
I like that.
The first response we get from our customers is taste, and we're pretty proud in our category of the taste we've been able to achieve with the nutritional benefits we have. So that's the first thing, and what the other thing is that consumers just love us being a part of what we're doing in the community, and engaging with them and learning from them. So it's just that connection that I think they appreciate.
And always the feedback. Well, I have to say, just as a little story I don't consume them very often, but I took these fruit strips, when I did my 80k walk on the Heafy track. And it was the highlight of my snacking during the 80K.
Excellent. It got you
so
through.
Was my daughter. It was just such a little treat to have along the way, but it felt good to have something that tasted so wonderful. So I can definitely be a testament to that. So it's great.
I actually had a similar story, and at the Great Ocean Run Festival, a lady came up to me. Probably not our target market, but she said, I had 2 of these on my half marathon, and it got me through. So
there you go. New market.
There's another element there where, and we're starting to push this around fueling fun.
Yes. I like that, fueling fun, yeah.
So to be able to have a little pick-me-up, and I hear quite a few cyclists actually are starting to use the product as well. So.
Well, there's nothing like having something that tastes good but also makes you feel good. And it's great memories of the different fruit. So you get the whole sensation going on. Tell me, you've said you're a dad now, 3 kids. How do you manage the snack situation at home? Because there's such a plethora of snacks available and trends and everything else. How do you manage that at home?
Yeah, I think I'm probably more balanced than Kelly. I've got a belief that we all have to have treats.
Yep.
And we aren't a super healthy brand. We're a treat brand that offers other benefits. So it's important to treat yourself and enjoy those treats. But it's also important to watch nutrition as well, and that's probably around awareness of what you are eating.
Yep.
And so having that awareness of what you are putting in your mouth is pretty important. But, you got to have your chocolate, and you got to have your wine and all that sort of thing every now and again.
Everybody's going to be cheering that one on, going, yeah, we agree. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So, it's about awareness of what we are putting in our mouth.
Yep.
And, I've got a belief that we do eat too much, I've learnt a lot that the body doesn't probably need as much food as what we think it does.
No, that's very true. I have heard that, and I guess you learn so much when you're in the food industry about nutrients and quality and quantity and all of that as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Tell me, as a founder and a leader within your business, how do you stay aligned to your values when the pressure can be on to just sell products and meet budget? How do you balance that?
Yep.
Because especially what I see going on for a lot of businesses at the moment, it's almost sell product, profit, at the sake of people. And how many clients I've worked with who have said it feels like companies just hammering more for less for people working in the business. So how do you balance your values with that and that tendency of business to go, just sell more product?
Yeah. And I've been here. I've set budgets that are ambitious, and if you don't hit it, you don't feel fulfilled, right? So my view now, and it took me a while to work it out, but it's to set goals that are probably conservative a little bit. Always have your big goals in there, but have a expectation that is achievable, and don't load too many expenses in that you're gonna have to achieve a big number from it. So, and it's working with teams. You gotta. It's more about working together towards the common goal. There's always going to be issues, and over the 18 years I've been in a couple of businesses, you can't have a massive goal and expect everyone to achieve it if it's not achievable. So there's always kinks in the road that you just got to mitigate.
Yeah.
So yes, setting reasonable expectations, not too lofty. And I find if you focus too much on sales and profitability, sometimes your values do go out the door.
Yes. Yep.
So it's centering back to those values to make sure, hey, if we're going to do this, is it the right thing?
Is it still aligned?
And is it sustainable long term?
Yeah.
Anyone can achieve a massive sales or profit number in a year, but is that sustainable over a long time? So.
Yeah. And do you find the people that work with you in the business, I always think you find your tribe, so to speak, that you always look for people who also value values, not only of the business but also of themselves, because in my world I see so many people just have no idea what their values are, let alone having personal goals. So they come into an organisation, and so many organisations have company goals. One, they don't often align with them. It's like, yeah, these are our goals, and then you could ask people. They don't live them in many ways. Happy to spout them, but they don't live them or promote them. So do you find that most people that work in your business are also very values aligned?
Yeah, it's critically important because otherwise you're shooting off in different directions, and you always got to centre yourselves back to any key decisions or any key big problems. What's the right thing to do?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's very important. And we, as you go through reviews with the team, that's the first thing is, what are we doing according to our values and what are we not doing? Yeah.
And I guess it's a good way to also bring people up to a level where you're always reminding them of, values and the importance, and are you out of alignment with those, or are you in alignment with those?
Yep.
Yeah.
And it encourages the right behaviours as well.
Yeah.
So you get performance metrics and behaviour metrics, and it's usually you can bring performance metrics up if the behaviour metrics are right.
Yes, true.
So
yeah. Good connection there. So tell me, values are, part of the heart of the business, and we've heard about the heart of Goodness Me and your values and community and about the product and what that's about. So this is called the essence within you. What does the essence within you mean for you?
It's a good question.
And it means different things to different people, but I'm just curious that essence within you.
Well, I'm probably at heart, I'm probably generous.
Yes.
I'm probably over generous at times, but I probably roll with things I don't particularly plan that well. I see an opportunity, and if it fits where we're heading,
You're quite gut led too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And there's the pork pie charity run is a really good example. An idea comes to mind, and you're talking to a mate over a beer, and oh yeah, let's do this type thing.
Yeah.
And then the fact that the brand came into it and it all aligned is, it's following your gut and making sure that it's fun and part of the journey. So I find a lot of people focus on the end result rather than enjoying the journey.
Yeah.
So
and I think you're very much about the journey and not getting fixated on this is exactly what I want and where I'm going. It's kind of navigating along the way.
Yeah, there's always going to be challenges in that journey, but
of course.
That's why you work as a team to.
Yeah, but I think if you always go back to that essence within you of what's important, and part of that is values and what means. What is the meaning of what you do and why you do it? Then it's always your kind of barriers, I suppose, not barriers as in keeping things out, but kind of like your bumper bars, keeping you aligned and where you're going.
Yep.
So then following on from that, I'm obviously big about self-leadership. What practices do you do as a business person, in not only your personal life, your professional life, that actually help you lead yourself well, even on tough days?
It's I find it really important. Fitness.
Yeah.
I actually, part of the Great Ocean Race was I had to train for
to do the run as well.
my first event.
Yeah.
I had plenty of gas in the tank, but my legs didn't do that well at the end. But that was good. That was a proud moment because you run across the finish line, and goodness me's, one of the major sponsors.
Yeah.
So it was,
you go, that's me.
So fitness is really important. I also go to the gym, do a bit of mountain biking, and then part of working with you was meditation. Do a bit of that. I kind of go on and off with meditation, but
me too.
which is good.
Yeah.
Journaling.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I was terrible at writing things down and making notes, but
did you keep everything in your head? Yeah.
But it's sometimes you don't even refer back to it. It's just getting it down on paper and that, and writing it rather than typing it.
Yeah.
So that's really important. Balance.
Yes.
I find is really important. I've been through stages in business where it was all work and not enough family.
Yes.
But keeping that balance where there's always going to be work to do, but you just gotta go, no.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the skate park with the boys, or go to the BMX track with the boys, or take Aria shopping, or do that sort of thing. So
and I think balance, as you and I have discussed before, is it's not a 50-50. It's whatever makes you feel good.
Correct. That
you feel like that feels balanced, that you're getting a good mix of that personal and that professional. Yep. And I tell me, would I be right in saying that when you feel out of balance, like it's gone too much the work way, do you feel like that is one of the greatest things that then makes you a bit rocky in terms of, because that balance is so far out?
Yeah, and things don't flow. It's everything becomes hard.
Yeah.
And you just, it's pretty important that that things do flow. And it makes and people feel it as well, right? So if you're dealing with customers and you're not in a good headspace, they go, "Oh, what's wrong here?"
Yes.
Which
People pick it up.
loses confidence,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And
And as a leader,
Absolutely.
as a leader, and when you're not in a good headspace, it has a flow-on effect, not only to your team, but customers when you're out and about.
Absolutely.
Everything.
Absolutely. What else? Showing up is pretty important, and how you show up. Because even though you're not sometimes in the right space, you just got to
Show up. Yep.
and get it done. And yeah, having, I guess, resilience through those tougher periods is pretty important.
Yeah, definitely. And that's a great segue to the next question, which is about, in terms of challenges on your business journey. What are some of the things through the challenges that you've had in 18 years or whatever? And I mean, you're in what I call a hard industry of FMCG, fast-moving consumer goods. Out of those challenges, what's helped you grow as a human in terms of not just as a business person, because we all learn from those things, but some of the challenges that you've had in business, how they've helped you grow?
Yeah, it's probably a lot of those biggest challenges have been in the last 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
Obviously, COVID was
that little thing.
a major challenge.
Yes.
I had mates that weren't working, and I was working 14-hour days because of the industry we're in and supply chain and all that sort of thing that happened. So that was pretty big challenge, but I found through that time as a team we gelled more, because we're all going through the same thing, and so that was the other challenge that we threw in the middle of that, was we brought another business in the middle of COVID.
Excellent. Yes.
So we doubled the size of our distribution business. So that added another challenge to the equation. That seemed good at the time, but afterwards it was probably a bit crazy. But I think through those challenges, you got to do what I said earlier, is make sure you look after your body, nutrition, and be vulnerable through those periods of, I haven't been through this.
No. That's so true.
Help.
Yeah. Help. Putting your hand up for help.
Yeah. And there's plenty of people out there that have gone through worse challenges. So I think, everything seems bad on a day or a week or through a period, but I guess showing a bit of gratitude on where you're at.
Nice.
You talk to people about your business and they go, wow, but when you're in it, you don't realise.
Yeah, no, you forget it's just part of business, isn't it?
Correct.
And some of that stuff is just so grounding, isn't it? And I know, because of the work that we've done and the conversations that we've had, some of those things have been big realisations, but you learn them as you go through business, and they help change you as a person, because that gratitude for things that you do in your business, then you also flow into your personal life, and you remember to have more gratitude for some of the things that are going on at home as well. And I'm curious, that put your hand up for help, I think is probably one of the most challenging things for any business owner or people in business, because you can be or feel so isolated in business that who do you put your hand up to? Because actually, hold on a minute, I'm top dog here. Or, who do I talk to?
Absolutely.
Are you good at putting your hand up for help now, or talking to people?
I never used to be. That was part of me.
Yeah.
That was my problem, not anyone else's. So,
and what have you found by putting your hand up has given you to be able to say,
Well, it's been able to share.
yeah,
So, and then by sharing, people talk about their experiences.
yeah.
Of,
So much value in that, isn't there? And I always love that saying. You know, there's so many sayings around a problem shared is a problem halved.
yeah,
And they've been around forever, whoever made them up.
yeah,
But when you actually experience it and live and breathe it, you go, yeah, it's just so true.
absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah,
So yeah, really good network, and just making sure, and you were part of that, and making sure you keep in touch with those people and pick up the phone.
yeah. And that's part of balance as well, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Have a coffee or a beer, or we'll go and do something fun.
Yeah, playing golf, whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's those connections. It's so true. Great for everybody to have. So, as you know, the ripple effect is a big part of my philosophy and my business. What ripple do you hope, goodness me, sends out into the world?
It's another good question.
I'm really testing you on your, this is what my business is about.
So, yeah, I'd like other brands to see what we're doing, even though what we're doing is on a reasonably small scale compared to some big brands in our industry. I'd like to see them to start doing some of the things we're doing by giving back.
Yeah.
And I think that creates a really good circle of, if you're selling to your consumers, it's good to give back to your consumers and their communities.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that whole circle effect, and
Yep.
the ripple keeps going around and around and around. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And, the other thing is around leadership and how can I help other leaders and emerging leaders and everyone goes through
Business owners too. Yeah.
absolutely. And it's both ways. I've had lots of people help me over the time, and how can I now help others based on what I've experienced and gone through. So yeah, and then the other thing is around the team. How can we as a brand make our team's personal lives better as well?
Yeah.
And
So it's helping them with that self-development
Correct.
that you've had yourself.
yeah. And I've learnt a lot from you, and how can we now extend that out?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, and I'm so curious in just that in itself of you can see the benefit of understanding self-leadership and understanding yourself as you have, and how it's developed you, and you've learnt more, and it kind of makes life a bit easier, simpler. You sort of don't get caught up in so much.
Yep.
But I always think it's such a powerful gift to be able to give your employees, people that you work with, some of that knowledge too.
Absolutely.
Because, we don't get a book at school. We don't get
No.
lessons through life. It's up to you to figure it out for yourself, or to actually go and learn that yourself. And yet, when you're in such a powerful ecosystem within a business, that I always think that is another element of heart and giving back to community in a business is actually elevating your own people within the business and their development. Would you agree?
Absolutely, and it helps their work, helps their personal life. So it's
And it helps the team in terms
Correct,
of,
correct.
if you're all,
and you're thinking the same.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it's and that's building that connection within the team.
Yeah, yeah.
So
there are lots of good heart stuff here and essence, and that this is what I love about the business that you have and who you are. There's just so much of that essence within the business, but also within you. So there's that lovely connection there. So I have a couple of final questions for you. One of them is, what advice would your 85-year-old James give yourself now? Out of all the things, the experiences and everything, your 85-year-old self looking back at James in your 40s going, James, this is what I want to share.
Slow down.
Slow down?
Enjoy the balance. Enjoy your passions. And don't hold back on opportunities. There's a selection of opportunities that pop up, but don't hold back, but keep the balance.
Don't hold back, keep the balance. And do you think, you're talking about your 85-year-old self to yourself, what do you think your grandfather would be saying to you now if he was still alive?
I actually thought of that when you said that.
You were channeling your grandfather.
Yeah. And it's there's plenty of barriers out there, but when you actually boil it down, they're not a barrier. We just think they're big.
There's always a way around them, aren't they? So, James, you bring a whole lot of heart, a whole lot of hustle, values, connection, that whole essence today. When you leave planet Earth one day, whenever that may be, what would you like to be remembered for?
Probably making a difference on a business side of things, on how things could be done.
How they could be done differently.
Yeah. And it's not about bottom line profits. It's about making sure that it's sustainable profits.
Yeah.
But don't be miserable about it. Give back.
Give back.
On a personal front, I'd probably around spending time with the right people.
Yeah. You spend a lot of time with the wrong people. I think everybody can do that. So spending time with the right people.
And it's, I guess it's making sure you're at the right place at the right time with the right people. So if it's a kids' sporting event, you're there.
So you want to be, that's part of being remembered for being present and being there and showing up. Yeah,
absolutely. And it's with family at the right time, with Kelly at the right time, and then also making sure you have time for yourself at the right time to re-energise and reset. And,
Okay, lovely. So being remembered for all those different aspects of impact, of giving back to community, doing something good, changing what people are doing and the way they're approaching business. Business isn't just all about profit, it's about people, it's about values, it's about community and giving back. And being remembered for that. Well, I think that's really great and a lovely spot to end. So with that, all my guests on this show, I always give a little gift to take away.
Thank you.
And you can have a look at this because it's the really is the essence of what this show is about. And it's a little quartz heart.
Awesome.
And you infuse your energy into that. I'm very much into symbols and meaning. And I think more people need to give heart into things, just as you do, heart into business, heart into family, heart into life. I think it's one of the big missing ingredients that a lot of people miss. So sometimes when you might feel flat, disillusioned, Am I going in the right direction? Or whatever it may be, or even when you're just feeling good, connect with that quartz heart and remember, who you are and what you're here to do and the difference that you're making, because it's really important. And I've loved our conversation, so thank you for coming in.
Always love
on the
conversation, Sue.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Sue.
Thanks for tuning in to the show today. We hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like more of this, then subscribe to my channel or click on the QR codes for more tips, tricks, and strategies on how to lead yourself stronger through life.